Happy New Year, goat lovers. We asked you guys for some questions and you gave us some. So we went through and we found the questions that we don't always answer and we thought we'd answer them for you. So the first question is from Brittany Lemke. Sorry if I said that wrong. Do you guys think you will get any more different types of animals? Well,
we, of course, more goats, but yes, that's something we have discussed in other videos too. We would like to obviously get ducks. This guy wants ducks.
I want ducks.
Probably some more chickens, and I would like to have some pigs eventually.
And the kids would like horses, and everybody tells us we have the land for it, but we'll see. Time and money. So I went through the people that asked questions, and a couple of them are YouTubers, and we kind of already knew that. So if they post content, I'm just going to go ahead and give their channel a shout out. And this next question is from a YouTuber, Jenny from the Dock. And I personally would like to thank you for putting that horrible Jennifer Lopez song in my head every time we see your name in the comment section. I'd like to thank you from that. Jenny wants to know, what is the 5-year plan for the ranch?
It's
kind of a complicated question. We've been through a lot in the last 10 years or so, and have kind of learned that it's hard to predict 5 years, and it's even harder to control. But I think that we definitely want to grow the herd to 25 does and 5 bucks, and we would like to have more animals to provide more meat for the family. Maybe some other things to sell and hopefully make a profit off of, but at least provide all of our own food ourselves, or most of it realistically. Grow all our own food, become profitable and self-sustaining. And I know that Crystal has a dream of working here from home on the ranch, making soaps and cheeses and just spending all day with her goats. So if a 5-year plan, it'd be to be working from home together on the ranch with our animals. That would be the 5-year plan.
I would say so.
All right, next question is from Maya Gonzalez, and she also has content posted on YouTube's learning sign language and stuff. And she wants to know, what is your job outside of the ranch?
I work at a call center. So I feel like I literally go there. That's where my soul dies. So hopefully I won't be doing that for much longer. But that's what I do. Take calls strapped to a desk.
I own a small landscaping business, and over the last year, I've spent more and more time working at home with the animals and things like that. And but still I'm gone a lot of the time, landscaping. I'm that annoying guy outside your office window with a blower. Right?
Yeah.
Next question is from a YouTuber, Ozark Mountain Goats. They would like to know, what is the most difficult aspect of keeping and raising Nigerian dwarf goats?
That one we kind of were thinking about, because actually keeping the goats, as long as you have a good health management, it's not a hard thing to do. I'd say it's not necessarily, the hardest part is not necessarily goat specific, but it is very demanding. You are kind of strapped to your property because these animals need you, and
trapped like a dairy farmer.
Yeah. So that is definitely the hardest part, I'd say.
Yeah, when sometimes me and the kids go on hikes and we go camping and fishing, and for me it stinks that Crystal can't come along. You can hire a sitter, but it's got to be somebody that kind of knows what they're doing, and even beyond that, like, I'm up in the middle of the night a couple of times a week driving around the property and yelling at coyotes and stuff like that. So I get nervous when I'm not around to shoo things away. So I suppose that's just the hardest part, is missing out on being together as a family in other places besides the ranch.
Yeah.
All right, next question is from Sarah Ryder. If I have another buck or wether, would it help keep my buck from tearing the place down?
If you had a companion for your buck, then absolutely he's going to be more focused on the other buck or the weather. So it would probably definitely help as far as tearing the fence down. But,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
but no, I was just going to say bucks are just a little bit rowdier anyway, though. So, but it would help.
Yeah, he won't be trying to get out to go harass other goats if he has another goat in there to, to butt heads with, if you will. The next question, I'm going to butcher your name. I'm sorry. It's Zarmiera, maybe?
Sorry.
How challenging is it to manage so many goats and their kids?
It's challenging.
It's hard. Well, what works for 3 goats or 5 goats doesn't work for 10. And what works for 10 doesn't work for 20. And we've learned this along the ways, in trying to predict the needs of 25 does and 50 kids on the ground and 5 bucks. We put a lot of thought into it. And all I can really say there is don't ever set anything in concrete and don't think that you're done. You may be done for the season, but you're not done. You're not done. Our next question is from Becky Patrick. Becky's wondering if YouTube has changed your life at all. Like, are you recognized everywhere that you go?
Definitely not recognized everywhere I go, but have been recognized. And typically it's at goat shows or something like that where I'm around goat loving people. But and it has happened once at my local Walmart, which was a little weird. So
Say it's when we started YouTube, it's kind of a long story, but we've learned a lot over the years, and unfortunately you learn a lot when things die. So we thought if we could post videos and it might help save a goat here or there or help a goat get better management, better care, then that's something that Crystal wanted to do, and I've been watching YouTube. YouTube has helped me immensely in my business. So I was encouraging Crystal to I'm learning from other people. People could learn from you. We should be posting videos. This March, April, will be our 3rd full year. We'll have been 3 full years doing YouTube. And, at the first year we got 1,000. We thought, wow, this might become something. And then last year we ended the year with 7,000. And this year we're ending the year with 20,000. And we can definitely see and feel the potential. And Social Blade, which is a website that, for those of you who know, Social Blade is a website that tells you what, gives you future predictions and statistics on YouTubers. And Social Blade has us predicted to 60,000 subs by the end of 2020. And that's just unbelievable. Just amazing. Of course, with that could come some money, and that would definitely help Crystal's dream of working from home and being with the goats all day. So has YouTube changed our life? And it's given us just incredible hope. You can see other lives that has changed. Wiedemann Reet, Arms Family Homestead, things like that. I mean, we can only hope. Can only imagine how cool it'd be if something like that were to happen to us. But just like that Arms family is saying, Daniel was saying, just keep posting, and that's what we just keep doing. And you guys out there learning from Crystal and and the things that we do. I mean, that's awesome. It puts a smile on her face every morning and every evening, and we couldn't be more thankful for that.
absolutely.
All right, next question is from Shelley. Why did you pick the Nigerian Dwarf breed? Why did you, Crystal? Why did you leave for an hour to look at a goat and came back with 2 goats?
You can't have just one, turns out, because they are the cutest, and on top of that, they have really high butterfat content, which we wanted good milk, and when we first started, obviously it took us a while to get into it, but the cheese and everything else, I wanted the really high butterfat. As well, they're a smaller goat, and less feed, you know, the housing, the pens, all of that is just a little less than you would need for a standard size goat. And they're just so colorful as well, so that's also something I really like. You never know what you're going to get out of a Nige.
Yeah, they're cute, they're cuddly, and like she said, less fences, less money on infrastructure, and you know, we're kind of cheap, or you know, we want to save money wherever we can. So, you know, Nubians give you more milk, but they cost a lot more to feed. So we chose the Nigerian Dwarf breed, and we love it.
We chose really good stock as well. You know, obviously if your Nigerian isn't of good genetics to produce a lot of milk, then might not be the best, but we have really, really good high milk producing genetics in our herd, so they make us a lot of milk per goat.
All right, this goat ate my homework here. Our next question is from longtime commenter Ocean Swimmer. When you first walk out to look over everyone, what are you watching for? And that's usually me. It doesn't take me as long to get my hair ready as it does other members of the family. So it's usually me that walks out there first in the morning and feed. And what I'm looking for first is everybody to get up, you know. Then when I feed, I want to make sure that they're all up and moving and eating. That's the first sign. If somebody doesn't get up, and we throw feed in there, and they don't come eat, then we could have a problem, and we react accordingly.
It's good, definitely a good sign there's an issue, and if a goat's not coming to their food.
Next, final question from Micaiah. I hope I said that right. Micaiah Overstreet. I have a question about your weaning method. I really want to try the 2-day weaning so we can have the milk and bottle raise the babies. How far away from the moms do you house the babies, and how long do they cry for each other? That's actually a great question.
It is. We've separated at all different ages, and definitely for starters, I would like to say it is easier on everybody involved, mainly the animals, when you separate early, so at a couple days old. And you know, we had put barriers up before and just trying to hide them from each other, which just stresses them out more. So being that you have a smaller property, you had mentioned, it's not a big deal. And they get over it much, much quicker than if you wait for them to be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, where it's just a lot more traumatizing for them when you do separate. So
yeah, so like Crystal said in the beginning, we tried moving the babies as far as possible from the does, and then we tried building visual blocks, you know, so they couldn't see each other, and none of that worked. What it came down to, because now when we separate them, they're separated by a 5-foot walkway. There's one fence, a 5-foot walkway, and then another fence is the rest of the goats. What it comes down to is we separate them, and the does immediately get into the routine of milking, and they get their treat on the stand, and then we start bottle feeding the babies. It's rough for a couple of days, a week tops. After that, the does are screaming to be milked. They're screaming for their treat, for cracked corn, and the babies look to you like you're the mother. They're, oh, don't eat it. The babies are now screaming to you to be fed. So in just a matter of a couple of days to a week, it all dies down. They'll still be screaming out there in the morning and in the evening because they want milked and they want fed. The babies want their bottle, but that's it. A few days to a week, and you'll be glad that you did it.
all right, guys, so that's it for 2019. I hope all of you have a wonderful new year and good things come your way in 2020.
Yeah, if there's I just want to say, if there's something out there that you want to do in life, whether it's goats or no matter what it is, do it. Take a step and just start towards it. You'll notice that things change for you when your should becomes a must. And if there's something you want, go out and get it. There's no time like the present. And we are living proof of that. And we want to thank you all for watching. And if you want to help my wife escape the evil call center, please like and subscribe this video. And if you know somebody who has goats or is just interested in goats, you know, share it. Share our channel with them, and we greatly appreciate that. And thanks for watching everything that we do. I know it makes somebody really, really happy, so thanks for watching.